So at kindergarten, the younger ages, it's kind of all about fun. Then somehow we get told we have to grow up and stop being irresponsible and stop having too much fun. And that's ridiculous. Totally,
Yeah.
totally ridiculous. Like if everybody on the planet was having fun and living from their alignment, from their joy, from their peace, from their inner wisdom, it would just, the whole world will shift. And I can see it already. It is starting to shift, but we're just clearing out the ick first,
Well,
clearing out
I
the
love
crap.
that. Yeah, I love to hear you talk more about that. I've seen you talk about it some too. Um, it does feel like, we're seeing, like the cockroaches are coming out from the woodwork
Yeah.
because we need to be able to get rid of that. Like we need to
Yeah.
see, you can't solve a problem until you see the problem, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Um,
For sure. I
yeah.
think it's about observing and now saying what do we want and what don't we want? And now we want that more flow state, that more fun, the more freedom, more abundance, more wellness, more excitement, more, just everybody deserves to feel good. Everybody deserves to follow their passions, follow their heart, follow their interests, their inspiration. So, it doesn't matter if we're different, that's fine. We don't all have to like the same art. But we just have to, respect each other. And if everyone's in that flow state, yeah, we're really going to create an amazing world. But yeah, we're just kind of getting rid of the old, getting rid of the old, and that's okay. We're powerful souls. We can do this. We came here for a reason, and I think people that like you, people that are watching these types of programs are here for the new earth is what we're calling it, a new earth where we're bringing that love, that light, that fun back. And, just reminding everybody that they have the power within them. And it's not just woo woo, it is science as well. It is, it is normal.
Right, right.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, and that's why, so when you can take it and make make it make sense. And because some people feel guilty if there's anyone suffering in the world, and they're going to feel guilty for their joy. And that doesn't help you, because are you familiar with the David Hawkins power versus force? Do you know that
No,
scale?
not really. Can you talk about it? Yeah.
You've probably seen variations of it
Mm.
because other people have it, but that's the one I cite. And he basically takes energy, and he's like the lowest levels to the highest levels. And he has a score for it, and he did all this research behind it. And by the way, anybody here has heard me talk about science, and they either have a question or they want to offer me suggestions. I'm totally up to that because I want to keep learning. Um, and anyway, but he talks about lower level and higher level, and that a lot of what's happening now is we're being pushed down to the lower levels. That fear, that kind of stuff is pushing us to these lower levels, and so we vacillate between despair and anger, despair and anger. But what we need to do is just transcend and go right up here into the higher levels, right? Which is where the joy and the humor and the courage and the higher, the better energy is. And that's what we need to remember, is that when we're up here, then we're so much more powerful when we're here. And that means let's remember to have joy. In fact, one of the things that I've gotten into lately, it's just been my kind of immersive, is the whole concept of savoring. Because it's one thing to be grateful, and it's another thing to just wallow in that gratitude